Have you noticed small but troubling changes in a parent, grandparent, or someone close to you? Maybe they're quieter than before, or seem to have less energy. We often imagine that aging ends suddenly, like flipping a switch. But in reality, the body sends quiet signals, sometimes months, even a year before life's final chapter begins. The most heartbreaking part is that these early signs are often dismissed as just part of getting old. Families don't recognize the significance until they're looking back, wishing they'd understood sooner, wishing they'd made the most of the time they had left. But it doesn't have to be that way. Today, in this video from the Silver Library, we'll explore 5 gentle but powerful signs that may appear in the final year of an elderly person's life. Some of these may seem familiar to you. Others might surprise you. But all of them are opportunities to show love, to ease suffering, and to fill the final days with dignity, care, and peace. Stay with us until the end. Because when you understand these signs, you'll be better prepared emotionally and practically for what lies ahead. Let's begin. 1. Noticeable loss of appetite and weight. One of the earliest and most overlooked clues is a loss of appetite. That leads to gradual weight loss. It often starts quietly. Meals once enjoyed now go half-eaten. Favorite snacks sit untouched. Clothing fits looser. A belt hole gets tighter. While it's natural for appetite to slow a little with age, sudden or steady weight loss without trying is a warning sign. The body may be struggling to absorb nutrients, digest food, or simply no longer prioritizing nourishment in the same way. Behind the scenes, muscle mass is shrinking. This isn't just cosmetic, it affects balance, strength, and the immune system's ability to fight illness. Sometimes chronic diseases like heart failure, kidney issues, or cancers are silently progressing. Other times, it's emotional. Depression or cognitive decline makes food less appealing. You might try encouraging them with their favorite dishes, soups, or protein shakes. And while these efforts can bring comfort, sometimes the body has begun its own process of winding down. In these moments, focus on comfort over calories. Offer soft, easy-to-eat foods and plenty of hydration. What matters now isn't weight gain, it's easing discomfort and enjoying shared moments around the table, however small they may be. 2. Persistent fatigue and weakness. The second sign is one of the hardest to witness. Profound, persistent fatigue. This isn't just tiredness. This is the kind of exhaustion that rest doesn't fix. Getting out of bed takes effort. Walking across a room feels like climbing a hill. Even simple conversations seem to drain what little energy remains. As the body slows, it instinctively conserves its strength for vital functions. The heart beats more slowly, lungs don't oxygenate as efficiently, and muscles receive less fuel. You may notice your loved ones sleeping more throughout the day, taking longer naps, or seeming drowsy even when awake. Emotionally, this shift can be painful. Many seniors take pride in their independence, and when they can no longer do the activities they once loved, it can lead to frustration, sadness, or withdrawal. The key here is to adjust your expectations. Instead of pushing them to stay active, create an environment where they feel safe resting. Sit with them, talk softly, hold their hand without asking them to get up and move. Your presence alone can provide comfort greater than any medicine. 3. Changes in mental sharpness and social engagement. Next is something families often dismiss as normal. Forgetfulness, but may be a deeper sign. Mental confusion and emotional withdrawal. Might notice your loved one forgetting names, repeating questions, or getting lost in familiar surroundings. They may struggle to follow a conversation or lose interest halfway through a story they once loved to tell. This happens because the brain, like any organ, needs oxygen and nutrients to function well. As the body slows, so too does cognitive function. But it's not just memory. Emotionally, they may withdraw from family gatherings, avoid phone calls, or spend long periods in quiet solitude. This doesn't mean they've stopped caring. It means their energy is focused inward. Loud conversations or crowded spaces may feel overwhelming rather than comforting. Some days, they may seem lucid and themselves. Other days, distant or confused. This back and forth is common in the body's final phase. As painful as it is to watch, the best response is gentle presence, not pressure. Speak calmly. Sit beside them without expecting conversation. Play their favorite music. Read aloud. Or simply share a quiet moment together. Even when words fade, your love will still be felt. Point 4. Frequent illnesses and slow healing. As the immune system weakens, you'll likely notice more frequent illnesses and slower healing times. Maybe they're catching every cold going around, or a simple UTI becomes a recurring issue. Cuts and bruises that once healed in days now take weeks. Conditions like pneumonia, skin infections, or oral sores may appear more often. And while antibiotics or treatments can help, they may take longer to work or work less effectively than before. What's happening is that the body's ability to repair itself is winding down. Energy that once fueled healing now shifts to simply keeping essential organs functioning. Families sometimes feel helpless during this stage. But comfort care makes a world of difference, keeping them clean, managing discomfort, and creating an environment that reduces infection risks. Focus on quality of life, not just treatment. Small acts: keeping their mouth moist, changing sheets regularly, or gently cleaning wounds bring dignity when the body feels most vulnerable. 5. Emotional readiness and saying goodbye. Finally, perhaps the most tender sign, a shift toward emotional closure. Many people, as they near life's end, instinctively begin to let go of worldly attachments. Conversations may turn reflective. Old grudges lose their weight. You might hear them talk about deceased loved ones, distant memories, or childhood places with surprising clarity. They may express readiness, sometimes subtly, sometimes directly, to say goodbye. Or you may sense it in their quiet acceptance. Not everyone has this moment of peace. But when it comes, it's a chance for families to lean in. This is the time for forgiveness, for sharing gratitude, and for simply saying, "I love you." If your loved one seems to be preparing emotionally, follow their lead. Create calm, speak your heart, and allow them space to rest without fear of leaving things unsaid. Because in the end, what matters most is not how much time you have, but how much love you share in the time that remains. If you've recognized any of these signs in someone you care about, know this: you are not alone. None of us can stop the clock, but we can make the time we have beautiful, meaningful, and full of compassion. When we notice the signs early, we're given a gift, the chance to prepare, to be present, and to make every goodbye softer and more loving. If this video from the Silver Library brought you comfort or clarity, please consider subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss another story like this one. And if you're here, listening all the way to the end, drop a in the comments to let us know we're walking this journey together. Until next time, take care of yourself and those you love.